Today we're diving headfirst into the digital rabbit hole to talk about the EU's latest and greatest invention, the EU Digital Identity Wallet, or as I like to call it, the EuDI-Wallet. Now, on the surface, it sounds innocent enough, right? A handy digital wallet to store all your important documents. But as with most things in life, the devil is in the details. And frankly, some of these details are giving off a distinct whiff of dystopian overreach. We're talking about a system with the potential to centralize a terrifying amount of personal data. And not everyone is convinced it's a good idea. Over the next few minutes, we're going to unpack exactly why the EuDI-Wallet has people so concerned, and more importantly, what you can actually do about it. Because believe me, this is one of those times where burying your head in the sand and hoping for the best is not a viable strategy. Now, the EU will tell you the EuDI-Wallet is all about convenience and security. It's a digital one-stop shop for your ID, driver's license, banking information, and even medical records. Sounds great, right? Like having a personal assistant for your entire life? Except that assistant has access to every single detail about you. And that's where the alarm bells start ringing for a lot of people, including me. Because with great convenience comes, well, the potential for great misuse. We're talking about concentrating a huge amount of personal data in one place, which, let's be honest, is a hacker's dream come true. But it's not just about security breaches. It's about who gets to access that data, and under what circumstances. What happens if governments decide to use this information for surveillance? Or corporations get their hands on it for targeted advertising? These are not hypothetical scenarios, people. So before you go signing up for the EuDI-Wallet because it's easier than carrying around a physical wallet, ask yourself this: are you comfortable with the potential consequences? So, now that you're thoroughly informed and, let's be honest, probably a little bit terrified, you might be wondering, what can I actually do about it? Remember, this is the EU we're talking about, a system supposedly built on democratic principles. So let's use those principles to our advantage. One of the most effective ways to resist the EuDI-Wallet is by joining forces with like-minded individuals and making some noise. I'm talking about petitions and citizen initiatives. A well-crafted petition highlighting the potential risks of the EuDI-Wallet and gathering thousands, even millions of signatures can send a powerful message to those in power. And then there are citizen initiatives, which allow citizens in many EU countries to directly propose legislation. So find your people, organize yourselves, and let's show them that we won't just roll over and accept every shiny new technology without a fight. All right, so we've signed petitions, we've launched citizen initiatives, but the powers that be are still pushing ahead with the EuDI-Wallet. What's next? Well, it's time to turn up the heat a little bit. We're talking about putting direct pressure on those elected officials who are supposed to represent our interests. Remember those national and EU Parliament representatives I mentioned earlier? Yeah, it's time to give them a friendly reminder that they work for us. Flood their inboxes with emails, bombard their offices with phone calls, and let them know in no uncertain terms that you are not on board with the EuDI-Wallet. But why stop there? Let's take it to the streets, people. Remember, there's strength in numbers. So grab your banners, put on your marching shoes, and let's show them that we will not be silenced. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is all well and good, but what about the legal side of things? Surely there are laws in place to protect our privacy, right? Well, you're not wrong. The EU has some pretty robust data protection laws, most notably the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR. And that's where our friends at the data protection authorities come in. These are independent bodies tasked with enforcing data protection laws, and they can be powerful allies in our fight against the EuDI-Wallet. If you believe that the EuDI-Wallet violates your privacy rights, you can file a complaint with your National Data Protection Authority. They have the power to investigate these complaints and even take legal action against organizations that fail to comply with the law. So, there you have it. The EuDI-Wallet, a seemingly innocuous little digital tool with the potential to unravel the very fabric of our privacy. But as we've discussed today, we are not powerless in this situation. The fight for digital privacy is not going to be easy. It's going to require vigilance, persistence, and a healthy dose of skepticism towards anyone who promises you convenience at the expense of your fundamental rights. But remember this: the future is not predetermined. It's shaped by the choices we make today. So let's choose to fight for a digital world where privacy is not a luxury, but a right. A world where technology empowers us, not controls us.